Hi, this is Zach Wilkins with Channel 12 News. We just got a story in that there's been a young boy murdered in his own house. We also have reason to believe that a runaway slave was somehow involved in the murder. We have Drew Essery on the field right now reporting on this matter.
Thank you, Zach. Today we're here with the widowed father of Huckleberry Finn, Pat. Hello. Could you please tell us what happened everyone?
Well, you see, I went to town to get some stuff, and I left Huck there to watch out for the place and take care of it while I was gone. And when I left, when I came back, really, Huck was nowhere to be found, and all our stuff was stolen, and there was blood on an axe. And so I ran back to town to tell everybody that something's happened to Huck. And we're planning on sending out a search party too, but I don't know what's happened to Huck, but I hope we find him real soon. So I miss my son.
Sorry for your loss, sir.
Thank you.
But do you think of anybody that could have possibly done this to your poor boy?
The only person I think that could have done something like this is that runaway slave in Miss Watson. I'm going to make them pay for what they did. Day in and day out, they will suffer, just like I have.
Listen, are you aware of the bounty on these?
I was not.
Well, there's around a $300 to $600 bounty. Do you think you're going to be able to get it easily, or do you think you're going to be challenged?
If anything, I have all rights to him, to claim him and turn him in. Because if he is the one who killed my son, you'd be darn sure I'm going to get him.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for all the information necessary as you can speak this. Hear that, folks? Pap is on the run for that slave. If you see him, please tell Pap. Back to you, Zach.
Thank you, Stephen. All right, we have new news that is... Wait a second. Okay, we're back to Stephen Escher. We have a new development on the case.
Crazy or something. I don't know who you're talking to, but I just found him. We gotta go. Let's go. You got him? I got him. Ha! I got him.
What do you want? Why'd you shoot me?
This ain't him. This ain't him. Hey, no one's gonna know anyways.
Now that that's over with, we have another story that we need to talk about. The king and the duke were found in the street, tarred and feathered by the citizens of the town. We have a eyewitness here to talk about the matter with us right now. Come on in. So, tell me about what you saw on the street early this morning.
Well, there was the show, and a lot of people didn't like it, so we took them out on the street. I mean, they took them out into the street, and the people started throwing tar on them, and some other people brought some feathers and started throwing feathers on them, and then they put them on like this. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something, and they were carrying them down the street, and then we saw some boys coming down in a carriage. And they like looked at him, and they looked kind of like sad or worried. It's kind of weird.
So, so you didn't have any involvement in this, correct?
No, sir. I just saw it happen.
So when you say we, you meant they, correct?
Yeah. They.
Okay, they. All right. We'll be contacting authorities on this matter, especially with this young man here. Anyway, back to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have a guest star. He will be here soon, I believe. I think he's in his dressing room. But he will be speaking tonight on an epidemic that we're all facing, all of us, and it's cellular devices. You see, we are all spending more and more and more time on these cellular devices, and studies have shown that it leads to depression within young people, and that is a very scary thought. And I think we should take care of this before it's too late. And I rely on you, the people, and not only me, to make the difference. So when you hear this message tonight, please change.
He has to leave. He's not available anymore.
I just received word that our guest star is no longer available. That is sad to hear. I remember a time when people were honest and they kept their words, but that doesn't seem to be the case today. Today it just seems like when you say something, your word no longer matters. You say, I'm going to be there and I'm going to do something. They never show up. And I think that's a problem equally as important as the cellular devices. It's sad to know that people can lose faith in one another when they know that their words don't mean anything. I remember when a handshake meant something. Not as something funny or as a joke, but when you said you made a deal and you stuck to it. Your word meant something. I will give him the benefit of the doubt that something's come up, but it just makes me sad to know that this has happened. This happens to many people. I know many cases.
So, like, he said he'll be available tomorrow, which is, I mean, after the shoot, which we won't be available tomorrow, so I don't know what you want to do.
So, I think he will be available tomorrow, as I've just heard, but our show does not air Fridays. So, I guess we'll not be able to hear this important note that he has to offer us. But, it makes me sad. You know what? It also makes me angry that this stuff happens to people like me. I'm just so sick and freaking tired of people standing me up and leaving me like this. I'm taking my comfort food and I'm going home.